Well, hello and welcome to kind of a new series here on the YouTube channel. We have a lot of people that really love our Master English Conversation lessons, and especially the English fluency bits and other advanced phrases that we teach in them. So I thought, why don't I just make a more kind of truncated, a smaller, shorter, quicker version where people could learn a few phrases and just focus on a few things connected with one idea. So I could work on just specifically lots of English fluency bits. And if you're not familiar, this is something that I teach. An English fluency bit is really just a piece of conversational English that it's a way of connecting two things together. So maybe a simple sentence connector would be the word and. Like I do this and I do that, or I do this and therefore I do that. So and, or, therefore, things like that. These are sentence connectors, and don't worry about the term sentence connector. Just, think about the actual idea of putting two things together like that. So these are basic sentence connectors. An English fluency bit is something like a more advanced sentence connector where you're saying something like be that as it may. This is one of my favorite English fluency bits. Be that as it may just means even if. So even if it's raining outside, I will still go out and have a picnic. So it's still raining. Oh, someone says, hey, it's raining outside. I say, hey, be that as it may. So be that as it may, be that as it may. And listen carefully to how this blends. Be that as it may, be that as it may. We're still going to have the picnic. So I thought, why don't I just continue the series that we do with the Master English Conversation lessons, but we'll just have a few things that we also put up on YouTube for everyone to enjoy. So if you do like this, be sure to like the video. Keep watching. If you're not already a subscriber and you'd like to learn more English fluency bits, then do join us as a subscriber here on the EnglishAnyone.com YouTube channel. And let's get started with today's lesson. In this lesson, we're going to cover 3 English fluency bits that have to do with the idea of easy. Easy. The first one is you make it look easy, or you make that look easy. You make that look easy. And this is, again, as an English fluency bit, something that you would remember as a complete phrase. You make that look easy. So other people, maybe as an example, I'm really good. I have practiced for a long time at playing the piano. And other people say, wow, you make that look easy. You make that look easy. So really, it's like a difficult thing to play the piano for some people, I guess. I don't know how to play the piano. I can't play the piano. But as an example, so other people look at me playing the piano and say, wow, they could say, you're really good at playing the piano, which is, a kind of basic way to do this. You're really good at playing the piano, or you're a very good piano player. But the more native conversational English fluency bit that they could use is, wow, you really make that look easy, or you make that look easy. You make that look easy. So the next time you're watching somebody do something and you were really impressed by the level of their skill, you can say, wow, you really make that look easy. You really make that look easy. Our next English fluency bit connected with easy is, that's easy for you to say, or it's easy for you to say. So that's easy for you to say means that, well, you're a really good person about doing something like that, but maybe I'm not. So it's easy for you to say that you have a lot of ability with playing the piano, or that playing the piano is easy or simple, but I can't say that. So I'm talking with my friend, and maybe he is like a really good scientist, something like that. So he knows a lot about chemistry and mixing different chemicals. And he says to me, oh, you want to learn about chemistry? All you have to do is like mix this chemical and that chemical, and there you go. And I say, well, that's easy for you to say. That's easy for you to say. Like, I don't know anything about that. I try to mix 2 chemicals like he said, and boom, it makes an explosion and makes my face all black. So that's easy for you to say is something which you could use it in kind of a negative way or a positive way, but you're basically saying that another person with a lot of skill is making something sound easy, but it's difficult for you. So that's easy for you to say. So like me, I'm giving advice to people about how to get fluent. And a lot of people say like, well, like maybe you're special, like you learned how to get fluent in Japanese. That's easy for you to say. And I'm like, well, no, it's actually quite easy to do. And I try to explain people the steps to do that thing. But they can use the expression, That's easy for you to say. That's easy for you to say when they're just talking about someone explaining something and making it sound easier than they know how to do something. So another like perfect example would be money. So you can talk to a rich man that says, "Oh, like I just did this, and that's how you make money." And other people listening to him are like, "Well, you're special. That's easy for you to say. That's easy for you to say." So it just means it's easy for you to say, but not for me to do, kind of thing. That's easy for you to say. And the final English fluency bit we'll talk about today connected with easy is easier said than done. Easier said than done. Now, when you're talking about, anything at all, you're talking about something, you could be talking about how to build something, how to learn to play the piano, how to learn how to get fluent in a different language, anything like that. But usually these things are easier said than done. Easier said than done. Well, that's easier said than done. So again, my friend just says, "Hey, if we do this and this, we'll make a whole bunch of money." And I say, "Well, that's easier said than done." It means it's easy to say that thing, but more difficult to actually do that. So lots of people talk about doing things, but not everyone actually can do those things for whatever reason. Maybe they're lazy or they don't know how or, anything like that. I like to think that if one man can do something, another man can learn to do that thing as well. That's actually a great line from the movie The Edge, like what one man can do, another can do. What one man can do, another can do. This is, who is that? Anthony Hopkins, I think. Yeah, I think so, if that's his name. I'm like, I don't know, got some people's names confused in my head. But anyway, what one man can do, another can do. And I believe if one person can get fluent, I don't see why everybody else can't get fluent as well. So easier said than done. Again, this is one phrase that you can use like the other two phrases that we've covered in this lesson today, where you're using something as a complete phrase where you're just making a reply to someone that, you don't have to add any extra information. You don't have to say anything else. So they say, "Oh, all we have to do to make money is like, we'll build a company and we'll do that." And I say, wow, easier said than done. Easier said than done. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this new, slightly different format, but it's much more focused about English fluency bits. And again, if you do enjoy it, please like this video. Do share it with 3 people. Try to find, 3 people that are also interested. Share it on Twitter, wherever, and that will help us grow and be able to produce more videos and help even more people that are struggling and want to get fluent in English. So be sure to subscribe if you're also not a subscriber yet, and I look forward to seeing you in the next English Fluency Bits lesson. Bye-bye. To continue learning, click on the link in this video to download Speak English Naturally, our free guide to speaking and sounding like a native English speaker. The guide reveals the 3 most important kinds of conversational English you must learn if you want to sound native, and will help you experience instant improvement in your fluency and speaking confidence. To download your free guide on a mobile device, click on the link in the upper right of this video. To download your free guide from a computer, click on the link in the lower right of this video. I look forward to seeing you in the guide.